I want y'all to get your energy to the sky. No, we gonna cut this right now. I want to ask y'all a question. Now, we at an open mic feature or we at a funeral? Which one we at?
Open mic feature.
I'm gonna start singing Negro hymns up in this motherfucker. So I'm gonna count to 3. I want y'all to scream and yell at the top of your lungs like it's the end of January and you just got that W-2. 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about, damn it. I want y'all to put your lungs, take it to the top. I want you to show your love for our feature tonight. Show your love for Mr. Sheezy Bo Beezy.
I like that. I ain't never been called Mr. Sheezy Bo Beezy. I feel elderly than a bit. I like that though. I feel like I'm an old man at heart. How y'all feeling? That's good. This is a majorly sacred space for me. I haven't been this excited for a feature in a while, man. I'm really happy that y'all here, man. There's a lot of love in this building. Hey guys. It's really interesting. I don't usually see this many of you all in the same space. It's really interesting. My name's Monsanto Jones. I wrote some bars. That's what you all call it. I think that's very appropriate. For you all, I wrote some bars. My doctors. Oh, wait. I practiced it better in my mirror. My doctor's lying to niggas. We sitting designing sickness. Your Wendy's taste like addiction. Your babies can't pay attention. Have you seen how we murk the chickens for that shit hit your kitchen? It's cruelty. How you plan to preserve your life when you eating death energy like prescription? It's addiction. So many poisons we mix in the food that you niggas fixing. Most people can't taste the difference. You niggas out here defenseless in my clutches by the millions, bitch. I'm rich off niggas' children's uncles, grandmas getting sick. Can't take a shit. Fighting depression, crying fits. Sign some shit. Don't know what's wrong, but try this shit. Buying shit off my commercials. Them side effects make that shit worse though. We got you stressing. It's a blessing how we use you as a weapon. We got niggas still living in them slavery days. Ain't it evident? Ain't the scraps master used to feed you what we feed you on a regular day? No immunities, cause the food we put in your communities is full of tomfoolery. You spend racks on every the fucking thing we tell you you need. You don't give a fuck about the food you eat. You all gotta die from something, right? May as well die of beaties, die of Hammond, cheeses, diabolical diseases, spending racks at Little Caesars. Little kids' parents don't care about what they feed them. They got a plate full of death. Got the nerve to thank Jesus. It's crazy because the niggas in my block, my blood, my family, my kin, they wear sin like skin because it was written by the same authors that made Baby Daddy a double entendre. Same authors wrote that the first race is to outrun the starter pistol pointed at them. Bang! If a family tree falls and no one is around to hear it, It sounds like, I feel like I'm stuck in this fucking room filled with familiar, complete strangers. We only familiar because our paint looks alike. Our faces are living proof that some makeup ain't exclusive to women. We paint on smiles here and use a facade. Same color as sin silhouette. These faces that I'm around, they tell me that they love my smile. They've never seen my smile here, just graffiti. Painted on a house that don't quite feel like home like it used to. A reflection I can't remember the last time the mirror smiled back, nigga. Last time I looked into the mirror, I saw the face that broke the most promises to me in my life and smiled in my face. Houses stop being homes when mirrors become unwanted house guests. I left to search for something to grin about. I used my innocence as breadcrumbs to find my way back. Crows got to that. Crows got to that. It's crazy because the niggas on my block don't even smile the same. Nowadays, niggas smile like rent due. Like, turn up louder than the noise battle between the voices in your mind echoing in your hollow stomach, echoing in your hollow pockets, prayers to your almighty landlord. Like, at least we got a place to stay, but Lord, what the fuck gonna happen to the rest of the houses on my block? We smile like my baby got straight A's in the city with no schools. We smile like I used to go to school where that new Meyer is. We smile like why the hood looked like if it was a mouth, it got gingivitis. Like niggas silenced. Like Black Bottom Road ain't got no teeth, no community, no center. No grocery stores with groceries in them in a 3-mile radius. So gas station food or liquor store food or GMO or OMG, my whole check for half a meal at Whole Foods or death. Smile like.
Let me go check. Oh boy. I'm mad.
I feel you.
I'm fucking let him finish with his mama.
I've been mad. My little brother just got shot at in front of the house with kids next to him with a big gun. We smile like we at open mic, like we still alive. That's what we smile like. We smile like she called me. I answered. She said, Sheezy, I said, shh. You have materialized your perfection in my mental reality so many times today that it's hard for me to fathom that you actually human and not just a divine fantasy that my mind has created. To be honest, the only evidence that I can concoct that proves that you even a real person is that I don't believe that my mind has the capability of constructing even a fraction of such a sublime being. What I mean to say is your mind makes my brain blush. I would compare your divinity to an entity, but a noun of equal pertinence is non-existent. You are the woman that the woman of my dreams feels insecure next to. The sun only shines because it reflects off your smile. So in essence, your essence is what gives the sun light, the earth life, the moon bright. I'm bright enough to know that everything that glitters ain't gold, but gold is only glitter when it's around you.
Yes.
I'ma come visit your secret garden, feast, make your silhouette. Motherfucker, I breathe you. The things you do leave me gasping. Sex should never be used as an inhaler. I would run from you, but you leave me Short of breath, I'm tired of feeling that the only time I'm close to you is when you're running from me, but that's the only way that you come for me. There's no thrill in this chase anymore, trying to find our light at the end of your tunnel. You are my earth. My manhood has become a shovel. I'm digging for my dignity. I loved you to pieces. Never intended to shatter you, shatter us. I was just piecing together our piece with the only piece I knew how to love you with. I guess I never saw the bigger picture. That's what I get for using your frame as a frame. You frame me, I frame me. You left we, us, me broken. A fraction of the man that I used to be. I was using you to create a whole number. I was counted out before I finished adding. Me being on top of you doesn't make you a common denominator. I was looking to be a part of something whole. Sometimes things don't add up as well as you want them to. Even when you know the problems and show your work, you can still get it wrong. You know, it's deep. People take their words for granted, especially the ones that they write. Often at times we look at our work so critically, and the smallest thing, the smallest little minuscule thought you jot down could be a seed that saved your life, or could be a piece of a piece that you wrote in 2012, but it's 2017 now, and now your life applies to that, and you can actually put it to use, you know? I take my pieces and I add endings, I add beginnings, I do so many different things to them. That piece can go so many ways. I'm gonna give you another example. She called me. I answered. She said, Sheezy, what y'all said? Shh. Have you ever had a nigga shish you on the phone? Like, shh. You had something you wanted to say to them up. I said, shh. You have materialized your perfection in my... No, I didn't say that shit. Okay. So, I'm not gonna do that piece again. I'm not gonna do it. I was, but then I changed my mind. Okay, so like, imagine I said all that shit. Silhouette, sunshine, cause your smile. All that shit. Then I hung up on her. Click. She texted me. Said, you petty as fuck. I met this woman today that would taste so good on your lips. And then she scolded me for not making my mouth available enough for her. Hold on, rewind. So, she texted me, said that she met this woman today that would taste so good on my lips, scolded me for not making my mouth available enough for her in the month of June with her petty ass. And then she told me she missed her jaw aching. And then I told her, this woman smelled you on my breath and got so turned on she had to wipe her calf off. I still remember your face when I told you all them noises and all that sloppy aggressive shit ain't necessary. Your jaw hurt because you ain't relaxing it. Take your time with it. It ain't going nowhere. I remember when my face distracted you too much for you to get that nut we both wanted, so I had to blindfold you so you could see me for real. I remember the first time I had to put handcuffs on you, because you had a hard time understanding that your hands wasn't needed, and then I made you caress me with your throat only, while you used your hands to rub yourself. I remember the first time you heard everything I said without words. So deep I touched the foundation of your voice, made you hold it there, until you understood the language of my throbs. I made you count every heartbeat, and then pulled your ponytail back and you yelled, 17. Only 'cause it make it so much wetter for me when I make you take your time. You love it when I tell you to blink when you need air, and then you start blinking and I leave you down there and I thrive, and you start blinking faster and I keep throbbing and moaning. And then I pull it out slowly 'cause I love to feel that first big gasp and you yell, 37. 'Cause it make it so much wetter for me when I make you take your time. You got this thing about making me moan. That should make your pussy attentive, reactive, receptive, delicacy wet. I love it when I make you do that thing where I can't feel nothing but your throat and your lips, and then you sneak your tongue around there. I make you suck my dick like a slow jam, the 90s kind. Your submission is a privilege I earned from respecting you and being trustworthy and showing you how much I appreciate you with my words and my actions. Praying in your temple taught me that worship is a reciprocal relationship. So if you're gonna sit on my face, don't worry about if I can breathe or not. This is about consumption and body language. I'm finna eat your pussy in cursive, in all curse words, in different languages. I'm a multilingual, cunning linguist. You were only used to having your pussy ate in English. Kegels, Kegels. Kegels taste best when they're involuntary and repetitive. Hold my head down, nut till you panic. Fuck my face like you deserve it. That's that piece.
Yeah. That's that piece. That's that piece.
This has been interesting, boy. I'm so distracted. It's like crazy. It's crazy how distracted I am right now. Because there's a whole lot of distraction. Because of this nigga right here. This motherfucker right here, dog. It's okay. This is my nigga, dog. You feel me? So I can't be mad. Because I be a turned ass motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm turned, nigga. Some people have seen me turned up in this bitch. Caesar seen me turned up many a time. At open mic, I just grabbed the mic like, hell yeah, bitch. Sheezy in this bitch, I'm finna beatbox, nigga. Keep doing what you was doing. Like, how many of y'all like my shit up in thus far? I had a good, strong start. I'm gonna end real strong, okay? I'm gonna do these next couple pieces and I'm gonna get the fuck off stage. This is the retrograde, nigga. You feel me? And I'm, nigga. How many of y'all know how long it's been since Flint has had water? It's about 5. Just about 5. For some people, it's been 5 years since they've had a working shower. Because you gotta think that if you live in this place and you don't have much money, and the only water supply you have is poisoning your kids, and then they say that it's fixed, how do you feel about the water then? And you still live in this place. Like, they say it's fixed, but how do you feel about the water when they said it was fixed already? and it was actually poisoning your kids. Like, this piece is called Things You Can't Do Without Water. Things you can't do without water. Can't tell your babies it's gonna be okay in good conscience. Can't go to the doctor or the water plant to get any answers to give your children when they ask you, Mommy, why the water look like that? Can't figure out the words to use to explain to them that this is why your whole house is getting sick. Other than, we can't use the water no more, baby. Can't believe the signs posted around the city no more that told you that you could drink the water and cook it and bathe with it and illustrated it so your babies could understand it, even though the water smelled like irreversible damage. And then the GM plant disconnects its water system from Flint's water system because the water was corroding engine parts. Can't imagine what that's doing to your body. Can't be peaceful. Can't be silent. Because you can't stop your baby from crying. Because you can't wash off the infection with the water that the infection came from. Can't believe the doctors can't tell you what's wrong. Can't seem to give you nothing that seems to work on your baby's skin. Can't be rational when you can't wash up. Can't wash down swallowed pride. Can't wash away your sins because you can't believe in water. Not holy enough to quench thirst, let alone baptize in. And you can't tell your babies it's going to be okay in good conscience. Can't believe in phrases like, blood is thicker than water, when the water here causes blood clots. And somebody who I'm related to, by blood, broke into my car and stole me and my children's hygiene. I mean, stole a case of water, because ain't no more water to buy at the store. And them army trucks ain't dropping that Dasani water off no more. Can't believe the whole city council voted that the water should be shut off and still didn't have the power or authority to get the water shut off. Can't believe Obama went on live television and pretended to drink the glass of Flint water that Snyder was supposed to drink, when Obama knew Flint still couldn't drink the water without dying and still had the audacity to convince the rest of America that the water was okay. Can't believe after $500 million in donations, hundreds of dead and diseased black and brown bodies, and 5 years later, Jaden Smith in Detroit provided a small solution. Can't believe that the people behind this are people at all. Can't believe that the people behind this still have their jobs, still free, still allowed to be well hydrated, while the people of Flint still having miscarriages, still dying from unknown diseases, still ain't had no water in 5 years. Can't be silent. Can't be silent. Can't be silent. So then I had this imagining that the people of Flint took everybody responsible, put them in a car, stripped them of everything, and drove, and drove, and drove, drove to the desert. And kept driving and kept driving and kept driving. Kept driving through the desert. Kept driving. And then took them, right? And then they took all the people responsible and threw them out the car. Still bound with nothing. And just left them. And then all the symptoms of dehydration, heat stroke, all that started setting in, right? So then they laying on their back, contemplating their last moments. About how they spent their times, about the karma that this is, right? And they sitting and they looking. And while they in and out of consciousness, every few seconds, something blocks the sun. It's only very, very temporary. You wouldn't even call it relief. But just something just keep blocking the sun every so once in a while. They look up, and all they hear is, I can't do it because the mic got a fucking. It's a big ass vulture. How many of you know how big vultures is? Their wingspan be like 6 feet. It's a big ass bird. Like it's big ass birds. Big ass vultures. They come. They land. They look these people dead in the eye, right? One of them looked Snyder right in the eye. Says, I dreamt of the scent of your last breaths last night. And here you are, a delicacy, a slowly dying answered prayer. Today I rejoice. Today I rejoice in the power of the sun. How much balance and life and purpose its very presence dictates. I saw the moment you realized when your life was never really yours, that your lives are only to be donated to purpose. I feel so privileged. I feel so privileged to be the one to see you let go truly for the first time in your life. You should see your eyes right now. See yourself, see exactly how much time you spent on things that never mattered. To see you see the things that truly matter for the first time. True privilege, true purpose. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful to be your last decision. To offer your body to me more selflessly than you've offered it to any lover. To see the weakest and strongest you've ever been crawling to me, crawling to destiny. To relieve you from the burden of flesh and hot fight. Savor you in the ways that only a savior can. And return you to your true mother in a more useful form. All I'm here to do is take you home. That's her heartbeat you hear. That's her warmth. And then they eat them to death.
Oh, yes.
I love it. What happened? Butterflies, caterpillars. It was a thing.
And then they eat them to death.
Let me go get this water. Tanya.
The news only said tragedy. The news only said irreversible damage. The news only said we don't know how this will affect the future population of Flint residents and their families. We don't know. We don't know the effects of lead poisoning right now. We don't know the effects. We don't know.
We don't. We won't know for a while.
And we won't know for a while.
Yeah.
They never said you can go here to help.
Okay.
They never said these are people, these are conglomerates that are helping right now. They never said that. They never said that. The only way people was finding out how to help for real was by word of mouth from people on the street coming to open mics like,
Right.
we need all the donations we can so that we can take as many bus loads. We need money for U-Haul trucks. We're trying to take as many truckfuls of water to Flint as we can right now. And they was able to get that amount that time from the people at that time and take a U-Haul full of water to a city of people who don't have water. A city of people. A city of people, and you got one U-Haul truck full of water. The stories they're telling to these people and how these whole families, you about to hand these people their hygiene. We can't never forget the atrocities of Flint as the responsibility to all future generations of our people. We cannot forget. We can't forget that we all we got. For real, for real. You gotta be understanding. It don't matter what the fuck. It don't matter what the fuck. You have to be understanding. You have to be able to come from a place of light, because then what else is there? We gotta stop operating based off fear, y'all. We gotta stop.
Yes. Period.
How have you shed light lately? How have you given love lately? How? How have you? How can you? How can you give love to yourself? By giving to other people.